have to challenge those thoughts. When you challenge those thoughts, you come to know whether this question that has come up in your mind is that valid. When that thought and question doesn't match, the next thing that comes up is you cancel that question. And then following that cancellation, you change the question. When you change the question, it is now no more pertaining to your thought. It is pertaining to the other person's thought, ideologies and other person's wavelength. And therefore, slowly, steadily, what happens is you are stopping to be sensitive about your own sensitivity, one. You are stopping to boost your ego, two. You are then able to merge with the other person's soul every 24/7, and therefore you are able to be communicative with an open mind, without a premeditated thought, without a premeditated question, without a premeditated idea of the remedy that is coming into your mind, and simply flowing with the flow of the other person. This is what homeopathy requires, and this is what health requires. Being in the moment of now and challenging the question that arises in the moment of now, rather than keep on thinking, because thinking will make you go round and round and you'll miss the moment of now. That is what is experience. Experience is experiencing the moment of now. But if you keep dreaming, that dreaming keeps on making you think again and again in a circle. And therefore when you miss that, keep on dreaming, you miss the moment of the experience of now. And the experience of now is more beautiful, more tastier, more clearer than what you are thinking and thinking and thinking. Because the thinking will go round and take you nowhere. You will remain in your thoughts, the experience has gone far away. So what you have to do, remain in the moment of now and experience the moment of now with the person who is experiencing the moment of now. Only then the horizon of simillimum rise. It is simillimum of that person, not the simillimum of your thoughts. And many a time what happens is we will end up with the simillimum of our thoughts. And therefore I prescribe, I won't prescribe. I am just the carrier of that medicine what he prescribed for himself. He has gone into simillimum with that substance in nature. So I am just the waiter to pick up that medicine and give it to him. Because he is screaming and telling me, this is my remedy. You please give me this remedy. And people say, I gave the remedy, I treated. I am not the one who is treated. Sorry. This concept should be gone. That I don't treat. He or she treats themselves. They have come to confess. They have come to confess. Who has attended confession chamber? Anybody has seen confession chamber? In church? Huh? Seen, na?
But not experienced.
The father just asked the question and the sinner or whoever has gone for confession keeps on telling everything. So our consultation is a confession room. We are simply asking questions and the person is simply revealing. And what is basically, if you ever see our temples also, are outside the villages, on the mountain top, most of them. Why? Because first of all, it is good for a health that you walk down that distance. Second, it is away from the hustle bustle of the village. Third, your voice starts talking when you reach there. Or fourth, तुम विलीन होते हो. You are surrendering to that almighty power. And when you are pouring out your thoughts and everything over there, now you feel the peace of mind that somebody has heard me. And you start feeling better from that moment itself. So our consultation room is like that. The patient comes with a silence. You have to create that silence. And therefore the person now is going to reveal everything out. You have to be secretive about that revealing. And when the person reveals everything out, they feel they have poured themselves out. And therefore it is said a well taken case is half cure. What is that half cure? Is because you have confessed everything. So there is all your sins are washed. In the form of that completely telling their story. Some cry. some are overjoyed, some are overwhelmed. All this is a process of revealing one's own self. And then that place where the consultation is done becomes the holy divine place for that person. That is the environment that we have to create the consulting room as. But if you do it as a doctor-patient room, it doesn't happen. The very fact that you have named it in like that manner, it itself finishes. It's like a marketplace where there's a lot of sound. Ting, ting, kang, boom, boom, pom, everything is happening over there. And then the sound of the soul is never heard. That's why Swara, the sound of soul. Because you're creating that environment where the person's soul is being pouring out. Initially it begins with the thoughts and ideas and conscious mind, and then later on it is the sound that gets that space to reveal oneself out. And that's why it becomes a divine holy place. Nobody has ever heard before. It is that journey that no man has gone before. And you go into that journey. And then the beauty of that is, when the person comes back to consciousness, he or she doesn't even know what they said. Did I say like this? What nonsense. It is nonsense. Because you have never heard your soul speaking before. And neither the physician has ever heard the soul speaking before. And therefore the beauty of this entire thing, what strange, what funny way. We feel it is funny way, but it is the truth of the soul within of that person. It is the pure nectar that we are tasting at that moment of time, in the form of shape, in the form of movement, in the form of gestures, in the form of action, force, direction, color, light, everything that comes up is all the form of that energy, the energy of the vital force. Because vital force itself is energy, and that is where resembles everything, the similarity. And we have never understood this. We are taking cases, symptom here, symptom there. See, yesterday also, exactly the whole line as it is. Who has taught? Nobody has taught. Who has taught it is coming, it's coming, it's coming? Nobody has taught that. Who has taught that the rope changes its color and it's slowly coming, creeping, and then it is under my leg? Nobody has taught that. Whether it is education, not education, this is our understanding, human understanding. But they have come with that imprints. And that imprint itself is to be unfolded. And to unfold that, we need to have that peace of mind, that rhythm, that serenity. Who am I? I am nobody. I am nobody. This should be the first aim of our life. I am nobody. You know everything, I don't know anything, please tell me. The moment you say, I know, it's a full stop. And for a homeopath, grammatically, we should have commas after commas, commas after commas. The more the commas, the more the exploring thing you do. Moment you say, I know, it's a full stop. The person in front will never tell you. And that's the beauty of our practice. It's not monotonous. Every day is a new thing. Every person has got a new aura. And we flow with that aura.